Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here now with Forza Horizon 4's update 12 coming up very shortly. It's time for the team at Playground Games to hopefully include some new cars that are brand new to the franchise for us to earn through the festival playlist, or if not, hopefully they would bring in some returning cars that have been in past Forza games, whether it could be from the Horizon series or the Motorsport series. However, since the Motorsport series is still the staples of the Forza franchise, that series tends to always have the larger car list ranging from all different genres, so much so that I feel many of the cars over in the Motorsport series are much suited better here in the Horizon world. So in today's list, we will be looking at 8 rare cars that have only appeared in the Motorsport series and are currently in Motorsport 7 right now, which should and easily could be in Forza Horizon 4 instead. Number 1, the 2010 BMW M6 Coupe. A personal dream car of mine simply because of the fact that it's one of a few BMWs that comes with a 500 horsepower 5-litre naturally aspirated V10 from factory, with the newer M6 being featured in many Forza titles including Horizon 4. It just isn't the same as it's a smaller engine with forced induction. Don't get me wrong, both cars are awesome, but this 2010 M6 just sounds brutal, and it's a rare car in the series too, initially appearing in Forza Motorsport 3, then 4, and then it went missing throughout the entire Horizon series and has only made its return recently on the current gen consoles in Forza Motorsport 7. Number 2, the 2014 Honda Civic Si. Now, all of the Civics we have currently in Horizon 4 are all built in Japan, and most, if not all of them, are the Type R trim, which, don't get me wrong, is awesome. I mean, you can never have enough VTEC in your life. However, this Civic Si is specifically for the American market, built and engineered over in the States. It still has the same Civic DNA as it does with its Japanese brothers. It's front-wheel drive, has around 200 brake horsepower, and of course it holds a nice, naturally aspirated K-Series 2.4 litre motor with its famous VTEC. It's essentially a different take on producing a sports car for a Civic. Now, this car first debuted in Forza Motorsport 5 and was one of the cars I drove so frequently as it was so cool, as it was a cool car for many teenagers. Having Civics other than a Type R would be more than welcome in the Horizon series, and this should definitely be one of them. Number 3, the Honda Odyssey. Okay, seriously, why is this car even in the Motorsport game? I get it that maybe Turn 10 were modeling this car and needed to get additional content out, but where does a soccer mum van fit in the world of motorsports? I haven't seen a competitive Odyssey in any hopper lobbies since I played the game, and if I'm honest, I've only really seen it as a troll vehicle online, which makes it perfect for the Horizon series, as surprisingly you see some of the most competitive cars, which you would never expect in the Horizon series, as it's more about fun and slight bumping around too. However, with that said, the Honda Odyssey would be such a great addition because the amount of challenges you can do with this car is just seemingly endless, and turning this van into an S2 class racer would be pretty awesome around the streets of Britain. Number 4, the Lamborghini Diablo GTR. Perhaps the most raw and aggressive looking Lamborghini to date. Honestly, in my eyes, this car is the whole package. Aesthetically looking not too boxy and also possessing some smooth lines, it's truly beautiful. However, what adds to it more is that there are racing parts added onto the Diablo to make it look even more aggressive, which I absolutely love. With only 40 ever built in the world, and surprisingly being rear-wheel drive only, it does possess Lamborghini's signature V12 engine, which this time will be packaged in a naturally aspirated 6-litre, producing nearly 600 brake horsepower, which is absolutely insane. Appearing in Motorsport 2 through to Motorsport 4 back on the Xbox 360, It then went on a hiatus for years until recently it was remodeled again for the current gen consoles, but only being featured in Motorsport 7. Please Playground Games, bring this bad boy into Horizon please. Number 5, the Holden HSV W427. Well, we aren't getting any slower, are we? With numbers that include a 7-litre naturally aspirated V8 producing 500 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in just 4.5 seconds, and very limited in numbers, many people down under genuinely touted that this could be Australia's first supercar. Of course, there are a lot of arguments to that. It's not your conventional supercar stereotype. It's still at the core a Holden Commodore, and also the engine is from an American Corvette. But I digress. Regardless, this was HSV's limited edition car based on the newest and last Commodore chassis, and in terms of engineering, the W427 certainly stood out. Is this the most iconic car in Australia? No, but did you know that each W427 requires 165 unique parts to build, and also it requires around 3 days of hand assembly to get the car together? Number 6, the Mazda RX-7 GSL-SE. The 1985 Mazda RX-7, the car which was used to introduce the 13B rotary engine, the most powerful rotary RX-7 developed at that time. Now in Forza Horizon 4 we have 2 FD RX-7s and an FC as well, but for some reason this particular model was opted out of the Horizon Mazda car list. Why? I'm not too sure, as this is just as iconic to many car enthusiasts as its succeeding models. Appearing only once on the Xbox 360 Forza title, it was then introduced back onto the next generation consoles in Motorsport 5 and has been present through till Motorsport 7, but for some reason it has never made it into any Horizon titles. Number 7, the Porsche 911 Turbo S L something. Here is a super rare Porsche that probably many of you may not know of. With a limited production run of just 86, this is amongst one of the rarest 911s ever built. The reason why this was so special was because it was lightweight, which was translated in German as part of its name. What Porsche did was that they took a normal Turbo S, removed all of its comfort qualities, then included the use of Kevlar in many parts of the body to shed nearly 200 kilograms, which was incredible. Couple that with a good tune, Porsche managed to extract an extra 20% horsepower more from the original engine, giving now a total output of 381 brake horsepower, which for a car built in 1993 was nearly unheard of. And lastly, number 8, the McLaren P1 GTR. Alright, I don't get why this car isn't in Horizon 4 at all. I mean, McLaren is perhaps the most suitable and most renowned British manufacturer for the game, and yet their famous track car has been omitted from Horizon 4. Is there a good reason for this? I mean, we have seen leaked screenshots that the P1 GTR does exist in the dev build, and even its biggest competitor, the Ferrari FXXK, is in the game, and Ferrari are usually very pedantic about being in video games because it may potentially ruin their reputation. So I want answers. Is this a licensing issue with one specific car? I mean, majority of us players want it in the game. Will we ever see it? Who knows? So there we have it, guys. 8 rare cars that we want from Forza Motorsport 7 that really should be in Forza Horizon 4. Let me know what you guys think of this car list. Are there any more cars that specifically have only appeared in the Motorsport series that should be in the Horizon series as well, whether they are road going vehicles or even racing cars as well? I would like to know your thoughts, so write them down in the comment section below. I do read them. And of course, if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button. That would really help me out. And lastly, if you guys would like to see more Forza Horizon 4 videos or videos like this on my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button with notifications turned on. That way you won't ever miss out on another video that goes live, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.